Let us discuss about Operation Sandwich. There used to be two types of operation. There is the temporary one, which is given time for that type. And then there is an operation which explained a few things. If you look at Operation Shika Msumari, was not a specific one. I've explained that and you can watch it. Then there was also this Operation Sandwich. Somebody wanted to know something about a death of a leading Kenyan a few days ago. And then when I produced a video explaining what may have happened, he turned back and said he had a predetermined decision. And he asked me that, being an expert in political assassinations, what do you think this and this happened? And when I said whatever I said, he turned over and said, you who used to work in the 80s, of what relevance have you on today's events? The world has moved on. This is somebody who had approached me wanting to know ABCD, and he had a predetermined decision. He just wanted me to verify it, and he wanted to use me as an authority. He says, even so and so I said, but when I said opposite of what he expected, he turned back to me and said, of what relevance are you to today's environment, you who was there several decades ago? Who was there several decades ago? So, what relevance have you? I think I have to answer that. We have things that used to happen then, but they are no longer there. I think they are good for historical perspective. We do not just keep quiet. For example, people would come from Europe through South Africa all the way to India just to get spice. Nowadays, it just takes a few hours. If those people do not plant the spices in their home area, it will take a few hours on a plane, but that does not stop us from learning about Vasco da Gamas and so on. Even in political assassinations, it has gone to an extent that it will only be remembered as history. Today, it is almost zero to have a political assassination. But then, that does not stop me from telling people the way it was. One way of political assassinations, Operation Shika Msumari, which I've already explained. And now the other one I want to tell you is what we call sandwich operation. If you see the sandwich, it is there is something in the middle. It is called chicken sandwich, because it is a sandwich for the chicken. It is called a beef sandwich because it is a beef, or pork sandwich, whatever you want, or even egg sandwich. It means that whatever you want is in the middle and this other one covers it up. Then when it comes to Operation Sandwich, that is an operation where let's say you want to get rid of Raphael Saya. So you say it is Raphael Saya sandwich. You'll say it is Raphael Saya sandwich, and it's the person you want to eliminate. Now, for you to eliminate that person, you have to have a similar operation towards the killing. And you also have to have a similar operation after the killing. Most of these assassinations that did not succeed or anything are the ones that someone was killed. Either it was not planned, or if it was planned, it did not happen the way it was planned. For example, You can see people who have died in town. There is Musando, there is Jacob Juma, and so on. You find that on the day they die, they pass to a certain street, stay at that place, pick up somebody or something like that, but you'll find that on that particular day and at that particular time, at that particular day and that particular time, the person, the CCTVs are malfunctioning. So you decide that so and so has to be killed, let's say along Luthuli Avenue on Wednesday 10 p.m. between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Before that time, you make sure somebody has been strategically been placed there so that at the appropriate time, the CCTVs in that area do not work. So there is those things that you do before. There is those things you do before that appointed day. And then there are those things you do after the appointed day. Now the person has been killed or anything, whatever, then you switch on the CCTV so that the CCTV can show all the time except the time of the shooting or the killing. The other thing you have to plan. You have to plan a place where you'll do it, and time and whatever. And then you plan how to take the person there. So the first plan, and that is why you see the first bread on the other side, it's like 1, 2, 3, isn't it? But after the commission of the assassination, then there is the 3 to 1, which we say first in, first out. So you plan how to go there. After the execution, you plan how to get out of there, because it becomes an embarrassment if the killers do the killing and then they are caught red-handed. Remember, these killers usually are people. These killers are usually people who have been sent. So once they are caught, they will tell who sent them. And whoever sent them does not want to be known. So there is those plans. And if you compare the Oscar Kingara issue, Oscar Kingara, it was known that he'll be near the students' university, and it was known that the students will react in a given way. So when they knew that the students will react in a given way, that is the second piece of bread, which means that going to the place, there's a Kikuyu song that says, Twadhiaga to kenete, togeshoka to kenete. But I'll rephrase it and translate it, but in a different way. We went there happy, we left there happy. But then, in assassination, when it comes to Operation Sandwich, is that we go there unnoticed and successful, and when we leave that place, we leave that unnoticed and successful. That is why both going and coming out have to be meticulously be arranged in such a way that it becomes successful, because if one fails, the whole operation has failed. That to you is what was called Operation Sandwich.